You know, there are so many times I hear Christians that refuse to take responsibility for their own desires, for their own actions, and they love to blame either God or they like to blame the devil. The devil has become the scapegoat for many Christians. It's easy to say, the devil made me do it. The devil tempted me. The devil did this and the devil did that. But when it comes to you taking responsibility for you, you always have a scapegoat, either the devil or the Lord is chastening me. The Lord put this in front of me to tempt me. But I got a scripture for you guys, and I'm not going to be on here too long. And it's taken from the book of James, the first chapter, reading the 13th to the 15th verse, and it reads as follows. Let no man say when he is tempted, I am tempted of God. For God cannot be tempted with evil, neither tempteth he any man. That's clear cut. That's to the point. It's letting you know that God does not tempt you with evil to test you or to try you. In the 14th verse it says, but every man is tempted. Now when it says man, it's also including the women. But when every man is tempted, when he is drawn away of his own lust and enticed. So when he's drawn away from his own lust, that lust is already embedded inside his heart or her heart. You're drawn away by your own lustful desires in your heart and in your mind. So if you have a problem with porn, if you have a problem with sex, regardless of what your situation is, regardless of what your weakness is, that is not a thorn in your flesh. That's the lust that's in your heart. That's your own desires that you are repressing. And you have so many people that once they come to Christ or once they get into church, they start repressing. They feel that they have to put aside, so they start trying to do the work of God instead of God removing it from your heart. And the Bible does say that you put away all immoralities from you. But you're limited to what you are capable of doing. See, and your weakness in many cases need to be dealt with by prayer and fasting. And even Yeshua, Jesus says, this kind comes out by prayer and fasting. So many so-called Christians are dealing with this kind. You have a spirit in your heart that you can't seem to shake. Yes, you go to church every day of the week. You're always in Bible studies, Sunday school. You're even on the internet, man, preaching and teaching people. But yet at nighttime, when you find yourself alone, then that lust kicks in, all of those emotions, desires and feelings and thoughts that you've been repressing throughout the day. So when a woman looking at a man, she starts thinking lustful thoughts and having lustful desires, and she starts getting wet. So in her mind, she started thinking, Satan, the Lord rebuke you. Get behind me, Satan. Satan, you're under my feet. It's got nothing to do with Satan. It has everything to do with your lust that's in your heart. The 15th verse reads, then when lust is conceived, it bringeth forth sin. And sin, when it is finished, bringeth forth death. Now I'm going to read those three scriptures again. Let no man say when he is tempted, I am tempted of God. For God cannot be tempted with evil, neither tempteth he any man. But every man is tempted when he's drawn away of his own lust and enticed. Then when lust has conceived, it bringeth forth sin, and sin, when it is finished, bring forth death. So Satan has nothing to do with your lustful desires. Satan has nothing to do with you being tempted with porn, or you being tempted with lesbianism, or you being tempted with homosexuality. But every man is drawn away by his own lust and enticed. So feedback, tell me what you think. Until next time. I'm fearless.